Yo, seed time and harvest, developing abundance mentality, man. Come here real quick, man. Come hang out with your peeps in the garden, man, as I get a little work done. It is time for a little bit of harvesting, man. Um, but really, I want to talk to you guys about developing the abundance mentality. Do me a favor, as you're coming into the room, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Also, drop the name of your business and or your brand. If you are an entrepreneur. If you're not an entrepreneur and you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you just haven't found the right opportunity, then let's connect, man. Maybe there's something that I can help you with. I do have a book, by the way, called Monetize My Life, where it teaches you how to turn your gifts, talents, and special abilities into income. So if you like gardening, how could you turn this into an income? Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit today. I don't know. I'm just hanging out, man. I got a little work to do. You see, I got my long sleeves on, even though it's kind of cool here in St. Louis. Mosquitoes are not playing, people. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Do you have a business and or brand that you could share that you want to talk about? Real quick, for those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, aka Former Tez, right? And I'm on a mission to empower people economically through financial literacy with an emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. For the last 5.5, going on 6 years, man, I've been really just working on my personal finances and really just taking you guys along the journey with me. And I get a lot of inboxes, phone calls, and messages of your gratitude, and I appreciate that. I feel this is what I have been called to do. So this is what I do, man. Santeria from Albany, Georgia in the building. Okay, who else? Where you guys tuning in from? So today I'm in the garden, man. I'm gonna do a little harvesting. A lot of these plants are need to come down because what happened was I did not stay on top of the garden like I should have, and most of my crop has been eaten by bugs. But nevertheless, I'm gonna break these things down. I do have a nice sized watermelon that I'm gonna go get and show you guys. Let me see. I turn this around like and so. All right. Walk with me here. Walk with me. I kind of got my tripod set up, or my camera set up on a tripod this time, because I'm gonna need both hands. Let me go grab this watermelon real quick and show y'all. I am so proud of this. Ricky, Tucson, Arizona, welcome to the stream. Any business owners out there? Got a business or a brand that you should be shouting out? As I tell y'all often, man, there's a lot of people follow this page, and you never know who might want to connect with you. So always say a little bit about what you do. Just don't post any links, and you never know who might want to connect with you. So let me grab this watermelon, man. I'm really proud. Again, this is a pastime for me. If I was really serious and staying on top of the garden, then what's up, Miguel, man? Out of the NO. Make sure y'all go and holler at my guy and go check out his e-commerce store. He's got a lot of essential oils and things of that nature. And that's to my point, guys. Listen, the great networker and educator and motivational speaker, George C. Frazier, taught me a lesson as I was listening to one of his recordings on YouTube or something like that. He said, listen, it's not who you know, because a lot of people think networking is all about who you know. It's not about who you know. Network marketing or networking is not about who knows you. The key to developing network connections is who knows you and what they know about you. See, I've been rocking with Miguel for the last 5 years or so, and I already know that he has a website and he's got all your fresh scents, man. Got all your oils, right? I know that about him because he's part of my network. And when I tell y'all to comment what you do on this stream, you never know. Miguel might be looking to connect with one of you guys. So Santeria says treasure, fashion, and design. See, now I know that about Santeria, right? So always do that, man, when you networking, because if you ain't shouting you out, I don't know who is. Let me go grab this watermelon for y'all real quick, because I'm proud of this joker. Woo! Funny because I got my winter greens growing. Check this puppy out. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Boom. It's about a 15-pounder right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hold this mother like a baby. Man, I got my sleeves on, but I just freshly shaved my head, and these mosquitoes are tearing my head up, y'all. So I ain't gonna be out here messing with y'all long. But yeah, man, look at this puppy. This is nice. So compared to the size of my head, so you can see in perspective how big this mug is, man. It is nice. All right, so I'm gonna set that down. So guys, developing the abundance mentality, right? It is your understanding, or you developing the understanding that God created everything in abundance. And you got to know that everything that you need to be the absolute best version of yourself is already inside you. I'm gonna run that one back because I don't know if y'all caught. Everything that you need to become the best version of yourself is already inside of you. What your job is to put yourself in the right conditions. That's your job. It is your job to put yourself in the right conditions, right? So let's see. Kita is in the building. She says apparel and accessories and makeup coming real soon. And she broke our cardinal rule, but she didn't know, y'all. So we give her a pass. Don't post any links, but definitely tell us what you do. Do you sell lashes? I'm helping my niece out. She's got, she sells lashes, but she's also a wholesaler of lashes. And you get some great prices on some mink lashes if you want to put some lashes on your site. I don't know if you do that, Kita. I don't know why women wear lashes, but they do. And there's a huge market out there for lashes. But abundance mentality says that if you go to a particular rainforest on this planet, there is literally enough lumber for everybody on the planet to have a house. But man has created this deal called money. Man, she said, yes, I do sell mink lashes. I figured if you don't have a great vendor, let me know. We might be able to get you some better prices on those lashes. And we are local in the state, so you don't have to wait. I know a lot of people getting their lashes from overseas, and it takes a long time to get them, all that kind of stuff. But when you understand that the only shortage on this planet is a shortage that has been created by man. The only shortage on this planet. Guys, do you know, and I'm careful because I've got some plants right here and I don't want to step on them. I need to go get my fertilizer. Did you know that there's enough mud and clay? What's up, Yvette? We're just talking about you because Letha was saying, if you don't get your tax deductions into the system so you can send that to Yvette, then you just need to take a loss on your tax deductions. I said, bull crap. I'm not taking a loss because I'm going to owe Uncle Sam too much money if I don't put all my tax deductions in. So I'm working on that this weekend, sis, and I'm going to get you 2018 and 2019, and we're going to get it squared away. But there's enough sand and clay on this land to make bricks, to build a brick house for everybody on the planet, right? But man has created this scarcity deal. So I want y'all to know that you have to develop within you the mentality that says there is not a shortage of anything. Everything I need is in abundance. The question is, how do I go get it? That's the question. How do I go get it? And it's also a matter of not only going and getting it, but attracting it to you. See, some people will say see an acorn, and they would say that right there is an oak tree seed, right? And I do that myself. But really, an acorn is not an oak tree seed. An acorn is an oak tree waiting for the right conditions. Question is, what are you? Who are you waiting on the right conditions? Acorn, everything for the acorn to become an oak tree is in the acorn. So it's not an acorn, it is an oak tree. Everything that you need to be the best version of yourself is already inside you. You have to put yourself in the right conditions, right? So this right here is a sweet pepper plant, right? And I could literally have the seeds to this sweet pepper plant in an envelope sitting on the top of my refrigerator for years. For years. And those seeds will not change. In fact, they found seeds in the pyramids and were able to plant those seeds and reap a harvest. See, those seeds will remain seeds until they find the right environment. So I took those seeds out of the envelope and I created an environment where when the moisture was right and the sunlight was right and the soil was right and they were buried at the right depth, not too deep, not too shallow, all of this came. All of this came. Here's the problem that we have. Yvette said, give us a tour of the amazing garden. Okay, I'm going to grab the phone off the tripod and I'm going to show you because all of this has got to get cut down because I got to put my greens in for the winter, right? I'm going to do some kale and some collard greens and try to get some snow peas to grow a little bit. So let me grab the phone and let's do a quick tour. I'm trying not to take my gloves off, Yvette, because the mosquitoes will turn my head up and they turn my hands up. And I'm just out here messing around with y'all, and I got a lot of work to do. So let me see here. Sorry about that, y'all. Undo that. All right. I'm gonna have to go ahead and invest in me one of those Mevos, right? Because you know them mugs will follow you around, and then I can be out here doing my thing. All right, so watch this. Unfortunately, with StreamYard, I can't flip my camera, so you guys have to see it like this. So this right here is a sweet pepper plant, right? You can see some of the peppers right there. And really, if I was out here spraying my bug spray like I'm supposed to, then they would turn orange. But because I'm not, you'll see some of them have turned orange, but they've been eaten by bugs. So there's a pretty orange one right there. Let's see if I can get y'all in on that. So there's a pretty orange one right there. But some of the ones that have already turned orange, you can see they've already been eaten by the bugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this thing on down. But I've got sweet pepper. You missed the watermelon, Yvette. Let me see if I can show y'all the watermelon. That mug, I'm so proud of that watermelon right there. Woo-wee! There we go. Yes, indeed. I just hope that mug's sweet. I also, so all of this, y'all, from here all the way to the other side of the fence, all of that is cotton. All of that is cotton. But because I'm in Missouri, so y'all see this right here? Let's see if I can get y'all that right there. So y'all see that right there? That is the cotton bud right there. Right? But because I'm in Missouri, the temperature isn't the temperature, the sun and the temperature doesn't get hot enough for it to actually open all the way up so you can just grab the cotton. So what I have to do here in Missouri, and this is my, I think my 4th year growing it, I have to cut the plants down and hang them and let them dry. And then once the cotton inside the bulb dries, it'll open up, man, and I can just come out here and I can just grab the cotton, and it's just as soft, and it's amazing. That tall deal right there was a big mammoth sunflower. And I've got some other. So right here, those little babies right there, these are sugar snap peas right there. And I've got to spray them again because I don't want them to get eaten up by the bugs. And then I've got some right here, which these are getting eaten up by the bugs. These are black beans. So I've got to see if I can save these because the bugs are having a field day with those. Then I have some bell peppers coming right here. Bang. Proud of those too because I caught them before. I caught them before the bugs get to eat them up, right? But really, they supposed to stay on the vine until they turn red. You guys know that you're not supposed to be eating green bell peppers, right? Green bell peppers mean they just picked them early. If you let any bell pepper stay on the vine, it will turn its color, right? But for commercial purposes, it's like, man, pick them green things, man, and get them to these people. We don't got time to be waiting 120 days for them mugs to turn red. Angela said, where the cucumbers? Cucumber vines are down, man. I harvested all my cucumbers. So these brown vines on this fence, these are what were cucumber vines. And them mugs were delicious. I made a ton of pickles out of my cucumbers. So just like this garden, y'all, the harvest is plentiful, the workers are few. There's an abundance of money out here for all of us. Question is, are you willing to give up a little time and go get it? It says, what do you use for your insecticide? That's the problem, Ricky. I don't use nothing. So I have this organic stuff, but you have to be out here and on top of your garden, once a day minimum. And I'm probably, honestly, guys, because my business is exploding, I'm probably out here once a week. And that just won't cut it for stuff that really needs tending. The cotton, once you put it in the ground, man, you ain't got to do nothing. And it's just going to be all right. Cotton is kind of like, it's kind of like hemp. Takes very little maintenance, not a whole lot of bugs that's going to eat it and mess it up. So, but yeah, I use this, man. I got this, but shoot, man, I just ain't on top of it. I ain't gonna lie. It's my fault. And I do this every year, y'all. I do this every year. And every year I say, I'm going to be better on top of my garden. I'll set an alarm on my clock and all of that stuff. Nope. Every year it's the same. Most people don't know about these cotton flowers, though. These cotton flowers. So this flower right here, man, cotton has some of the most beautiful flowers, beautiful white flowers. But then once they get pollinated, they turn pink and then they die off. And then underneath, once that flower falls off, then it becomes like this, where the bulb actually starts growing. And that's where the seeds are, and that's where the cotton is. So in a couple weeks, I'll show you guys how I harvest the cotton and how I get the seeds. Let me see if I got a fresh white cotton flower so y'all can see that. Because they are beautiful when they open up, man. I'm telling you. So this is one that's kind of hasn't quite opened all the way up, but by the time it opens all the way up, it'll be pollinated and then it'll start turning pink and it'll fall off. Questions about developing the wealthy and abundance mindset, man. Because that is the deal, y'all. A lot of people will say, a lot of my haters say, Cortez, all you do is talk about money. And my response is, to be quite frank, all everybody does is talk about money, right? All everybody does is talk about money. Problem with most poor people is all they do is talk about not having it. Wealthy people, all they do is talk about how they getting it and how they growing it and how they keeping and passing it down. That's the difference. And every time you hear me talk about money, what am I talking about? I'm talking about getting it. I'm talking about growing it. And I'm talking about generational wealth, passing it down. See, there's a difference. Most people don't think they talk about money a lot, but you go to the grocery store and you see something you want and you be like, I can't afford it. You talking about money. Take your kids to the grocery store. They want to throw stuff in the basket. You tell them to put that stuff back. Why? Because it's not in the budget. You talking about money. You're just talking about the fact that you don't have it. We've got to know that everything we need is already on the inside of us. And we got to start turning within. And then we got to put ourselves in the right conditions so that the old us can die and a new us can spring forth. You guys know when I put a seed in the ground, the first thing that seed does is dies. Most people don't know that. When you put a seed in the ground, the seed actually rots and dies. Then it germinates, and that rotten shell that's in the ground actually becomes the food and the nourishment for the seed to spring forth until it puts its own roots down and start extracting nutrients from the soil. Some of you guys, if you would allow the old you to die, it will nourish the heck out of the new you. And when you spring forth, shoot, man. Ask me how I know. I don't think any of y'all on here know the old Cortez. But it was when the old Cortez got put in the right conditions. And trust me, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm talking about fighting, kicking, and screaming, trying to maintain that old, nope, the right conditions. And the old Cortez was able to die, and the new Cortez began to germinate and spring forth. And I was able to feed off of the old Cortez, which means you learn the lessons from your past. Some of you are living your past, man. And it's funny to see, but it's sad at the same time. We all know people like this in our lives. Every time you go around these people, they're talking about their glory days and their highlight days of when they did this in high school and college, and when living in their past, man. Living in their past. Therefore, they can't take the lessons that they learned from their past and use them in their present to create their future. So appreciate you guys for tuning in, but I really do got some work to do, man. I'm going to cut down some of these, pretty much all of these trees, and grab the fruit off of them. And then I'm going to take them, of course, take the fruit inside, take my watermelon inside. I'm busting that mug open tonight. Hopefully it's nice and cold. I mean, nice and sweet, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, I didn't show y'all the cotton. I actually got a little, I mean, not cotton, a little corn growing over here too. I've got some specialty corn that I'm trying to see if it's going to come up, and I'll have the stalks to harvest for Thanksgiving. Hopefully it stays warm enough to do that. Any questions though on money, wealth, business, entrepreneurship, branding, marketing? Those are my wheelhouses right there. Stephanie, would you send me your doggone pictures so that we can get your Facebook banners popping? Would you please, ma'am? Would you please? I see you doing your thing, posting and growing the brand, but send me your pictures so I can get your banners and your cover art done for that. It says Alexia says, I need some help in the garden. Yeah, there are some great YouTube channels that you can follow to get help on that. But really, this is just my therapy. I come out here today. I don't have my shoes off because I didn't want my feet to get eaten by mosquitoes. But normally, I'm grounding myself and really just listening to nature and enjoying the abundance of everything that God has created. Yes, I saw you grab the course too. So that's dope. And we're gonna get that MLM weekly over the shoulder going probably the top of October, where you can see how I build my business online, and you'll watch over my shoulder once a week. So I think that'll be a great help for you as well. Alexia said, I need some hands-on help. Yeah, I would go to look at your local conservation areas, go to your local nurseries and hang around and start networking and talking to people. People love to come and help and use their gifts, right? People love to come around and help and use their gifts. So if you're hanging out at the nursery where people like us will frequent, and you say, hey, I need some help, man, people will love to come and help, because if this is their gift, what is the purpose of a gift? It is to be given away, right? So if this is my gift, y'all, that's why I'm on Facebook Live giving it away all the time. Yeah, go hang out at some of the seed banks and some of the nurseries where they sell plants and seedlings and all that kind of stuff. And I promise you, you'll be surprised how many people will say, oh yeah, I'll come on by and help get you started. because it's their gift. This is what they love to do. What they love to do. Right. Ricky said, what are your rates? I need to learn more in regards of marketing my business. When we get done here, Ricky, I will put the link to my calendar in here so that you can get a free 15-minute brainstorm session with me. We'll determine what it is that you need and if I'm a good fit for you and if you're a good fit for me and if we can help one another, right? Because that's what it's all about, man, is my coach has been really on me about understanding integrity and understanding the law of reciprocity and understanding that no wealth or position can ever be sustained or maintained unless it's built on truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no activity that does not benefit me and everybody else involved. So we have to see if we're a good fit. If I can bring something to the table that will benefit you at a price that makes sense, then we'll move forward. If not, then I have no problem saying, hey, what you need is above my pay grade and refer you to somebody else. But if I can help you, like I said, that is my gift. I'm here to help people build because I think the world can be a better place. Alexia says the 15-minute link also. I got you. Anybody needs that 15-minute link, just let me know. I'll drop it in. And all you do is go on my calendar. You schedule it. It is a Zoom meeting. Just keep that in mind. So wherever you set a schedule, just make sure you're stationary where we can hop on Zoom, because sometimes I have to show you some things on my computer, screen share and that kind of stuff. So we do that versus a regular phone call. All right. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this stuff cut down. The next time y'all see the garden, this whole side is going to be gone and it's going to be just level. And then I'm going to go and see if I can find me some seedlings. I don't want to have to start my, my greens from scratch. If I can buy some small plants that are already going, then Trevor, what's going on, Trevor? Thanks for your help, bro. You've been a blessing, man. I appreciate that so much, Trevor, man. Like I said, your gift is designed for you to give it away. And then what happens is when you give your gift away, then people will just say, hey, no. All right. Any other questions before I jump off this thing, man? But yeah, I appreciate y'all as well. Let us know how the watermelons. Oh, man, I'm going to go in and I would do it live, but I'm going to do it. And then if it's sweet, then I'm going to come do a live and show y'all that it's sweet. But yeah, I mean, it's nice size, man. That's the first time I've ever grown one that big. So we'll see how it tastes. And I will certainly let you guys know. So till I talk to you guys next time, man, appreciate you guys for all hanging out. Share this out, man. Somebody might need to see this message. Somebody might just need to take a laugh at the brother growing cotton and some overalls in 2020. I don't know, man, but I just try to be a blessing to everybody. Because so many people have blessed my life, man. I can't even start to name. It's just amazing when you start understanding that when you have an abundance mentality, then you're not afraid to give, right? A lot of people say, well, Cortez, you give up all the game for free, man. When you understand that there is no such thing as scarcity, when you understand that the gift that I have, it was given to me. It was given to me, right? And we live in an economy where, yes, I do have to sell my services in order to pay rent and feed my family and all that kind of stuff. But the gift that I have was given to me for free. You're going to tell me that I shouldn't be able to give some of it away for free? Come on, man. All right, y'all. Appreciate that. Ricky said, appreciate your energy. Thank you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So until next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it. Each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.